Hello, Pirate fans. My name is Liam Harding. Alongside me, Wilnir Louis, and we are here at the Rock for the final time this season as the Pirates suffered a brutal loss to the Villanova Wildcats, 76-72. Now, Wilnir, that was a pretty perfect game played by both teams, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the percentages, you look at just overall the game. I mean, no team led by more than 6, 7 points. So overall, it was a great game to see in terms of Big East basketball. Very much back and forth, very competitive on both squads. Seton Hall really showed a lot of grit, really showed a lot of effort, but at the end, it was free throws and Villanova just playing their style of basketball. Again, they're a Fortune 500 company for a reason, the way that they're just able to just be 1% better than their opposing team.
Yeah, not only were they good on the free throw and on the charity stripe, but they were just playing very physical, very dominant, typical of the Big East. But they were making just more of those crucial, less carefree mistakes than the Pirates. But that has to do with the fact that the two main ball handlers, Alomir Dawes and Femi Odikale, played the full 40 minutes, not coming out once. But they played exceptionally well. Well, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, Shaheen had talked about it, just how they've been playing, that full 40 minutes, and it didn't really seem like they played that full 40 minutes. Throughout the game, they were getting good looks, they were getting open shots, they were battling down low, they were able to get into the paint. All those great things, for Seton Hall. So for Femi Odikale and Alomir Dawes to play those 40 minutes, it's a credit to them just being as good as they could be, for that stretch of game. We talked about the loss of Kadari Richmond, at pregame, at a halftime on our Instagram account, and we knew that was going to be a big thing. And we knew that those two players mainly were going to have to step up in that guard position, and honestly, they showed out. They showed the best that they can in those 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was a great game. Alomir Dawes scored over 20 points, and Femi Odikale had a double-double with 6 assists. Shaheen Holloway had this to say in the post-game interview about their performance.
Yeah, I thought he played good. I thought, it's tough, right? It's tough to ask him, Al, and Jameer, right, to kind of do what Kadari has done for us the whole year, right? He's been, have the ball in his hands pretty much 90% of the time, right? He kind of leads us in every category at one time, scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, right? And now, you get like a week to try to prepare without him and ask other guys to step up. I thought Femi did a great job tonight of answering the house call.
Along with that, though, it was senior night, and even though it was a loss, the seniors played fairly well, especially Tyrese Samuel. What are your thoughts on his performance in the last game, possibly as a Pirate?
Yeah, I mean, Tyrese Samuel, we knew coming into the season, hoping that he was going to get that super senior surge that, all these Seton Hall players have, from Jared Rhodes and Sandro Mamakela, really Miles Powell. We saw all those former players, in that senior year really take that leap from year after year from after year. And we knew that Tyrese Samuel coming into this year was going to be a very big contributor for Seton Hall. And he was a big contributor in this game as well. And unfortunate that, his senior night game, they suffered this loss, but there is a potential maybe that he could come back and we might see him in a Pirate uniform for one more year. But that's all speculation right now. For what we see today, again, it was pretty good from the defenders that he had to guard, and Eric Dixon and those players. He did what he can, and again, for Seton Hall, they just had enough to stay in the game, but not enough to win the game.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, Tyrese Samuel played exceptionally well, especially going up against Dixon, who the last time they played almost manhandled single-handedly the offensive and defensive glass. But when in the post-game press conference, Tyrese Samuel had this to say about his uncertainty with the future of the program.
I'm still thinking about it. I really just gotta talk to the people, like my mentors and coaches and stuff, and see what it is. But right now, I'm not really focused on that. Right now, I'm really still trying to win this season, try to make March Madness. So that's really what my thoughts are right now.
Wilner, at the time of this recording, it is February 28th. Tomorrow will be March the 1st. And as Femi Odikale kept reminding us, anything could happen in March. They have the Pirates have Providence on Saturday, and then the Big East tournament where they are the 7th seed going up against DePaul. What do you think the outlook is for the remainder of the season?
Yeah, I think what we saw in a couple of stretches in that Xavier game, as well as throughout the full 40 minutes of this Villanova game, is that Seton Hall can honestly play with anybody in the Big East. And, like we said, Femi Odikale had mentioned this iterating it over and over again at the end of his press conference. March is coming up. Anything can happen in March. And we've seen time in and time out again. March is called March Madness for a reason. So anything can happen. I think that this year in the Big East, there hasn't really been a complete top dog in the Big East. Yes, Marquette has won the regular season title single-handedly, solely, but we have seen throughout the season that Villanova could be a really good team, as they have won 3 straight. We've seen that UConn could really be a good team. We saw how they performed at the start of the season. We saw Xavier, they're a ranked team. We saw Providence be a good team as well. There hasn't really been that one dominant program this year as we saw years prior with Villanova. So I think that if Seton Hall can continue to keep the ball rolling, continue to keep the wheels turning, Shaheen continues to make those minor improvements from game to game, and we will see in the final regular season game this upcoming Saturday, the Big East tournament, if Seton Hall gets the right tournament, if they get the right route to the final, anything can happen.
You said it best, but the one thing I have to say about it is they have to compete. And that was the mentality that Shaheen said in the press conference, which he followed that up with this.
I thought we did something. I thought we showed tonight. I thought we competed. I thought guys competed. I thought we competed. I thought we gave everything we had. I couldn't. I went in the locker room. I can't say we didn't do this. No, guys play extremely hard. We did everything. We made our free throws. Think about it. You shoot. 45%, which is not great, but solid. You shoot 44% from 3 and 78 from the free throw line. You do stuff like that, those are winning games, right? That's winning games. The problem is you make a couple of bonehead plays down the stretch and it costs you against a team like this.
That'll do it from us here at The Rock. The final score again, Wildcats 76, Pirates 72. My name is Liam Harding. Alongside me, Wilnir Louis. Thank you all for watching, and go Pirates.